back to episode 4 of the Rich and Ted Talk podcast. I'm Ted.
This is Rich.
How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing, bro. Just trying to make it, bro. Notice, name of the episode, bro. I had to leave football off today. This is the Rich and Ted Talk football podcast, but
Sometimes
I don't
there's
see us
things that's
talking.
bigger than football.
Yeah, I don't see us talking much football today, man. I want to start this episode off with saying rest in peace to George Floyd.
Yeah.
Condolences to his friends and family. And since football isn't the title of this episode, I figured we could at least put some type of football in it, right?
Yeah, we could.
So I hope I'm not trying to look. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not throwing you off with this shit, but let's give people some football, right?
Yeah.
2016, Colin Kaepernick started protesting police brutality.
Yeah.
He was shunned, basically blackballed from the league. You know what I'm saying? And me, you had conversations back and forth about how the whole situation was handled. It even came to a point where I said it was handled badly on both sides, right?
Exactly.
And at this point, I feel a bit naive. You know, me being a black man and having, you know, little brothers as black men. You know, and for anybody who don't already listen to this, I just put this on the record. Like Rich, my little brother. You feel me?
Exactly.
And when I see shit like that happen, I always think that could have been one of y'all. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And I always go back and forth with trying not to, you know, put my emotions in the shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, you look at everything as a race issue, but at this point, man, the amount of shit that's happened since, and I won't say since, it's been going on since before this, but since the Colin Kaepernick thing, it's funny how we always find our way back to it. Kaepernick said this was bigger than football, right? No, he risked his job for this shit.
Basically.
And that was 4 years ago. And it's sad that after 4 years, we watched a man take a knee, a simple knee.
Peaceful protesting at that. You know, it's one of
Right.
the amendments.
Right. You know, he take a knee. And he not able to get a job in NFL.
4 years
And 4
later.
years later, we had to sit and watch for 9 minutes a man be murdered. You know? And all that same shit applied. So since we are a football podcast, let's talk some NFL today. This is one of the things that hurts me the most. I'm a Saints fan. I love Drew Brees to death. You know, he brought the black and gold their first ring. You know, something we never. I mean, true Saints fans know we never thought we'll see. You feel me? Back in 2017, Drew Brees was asked about the protest, right? He said he would never agree with disrespecting the flag. Now, if you notice, in 2017, we didn't give Brees a lot of shit on that. He got some shit, but he didn't get much shit about it, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And me being a Saints fan, I'm like, look, he just don't understand because, look, fuck, we putting it all out there. As a black man, I'm expect a white man to understand our struggles. You feel me? But we let him slide with that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
After watching a man beg for his life on camera, and Breeze be asked about the same shit, and you turn around and say, you turn around and say the exact same thing, bro. I don't know how to look at you no more. You know, I don't really know how to feel at this point. You know,
at this point, it's like, are you even trying to understand?
Thank you. You know, are you even trying to know? Like, and I keep saying this, dude, read the room. Look, all your military shit, fine. That's fine, bro. But this shit was never about the military. It was never about the fucking flag.
Right. Exactly.
This is about black men out here fearing for our life just for a simple traffic stop. Or just for a cop deciding that they want to fuck with you on a random day. You fear for your life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And for you to still say the same stupid shit that you said years ago, how you expected us to react? You feel me? And since then, Breeze has apologized for a grand total of 3 times.
Multiple.
And my thing is, the first apology, dog, I was like, yo, fuck Breeze, man. That shit ain't no fucking apology. Your PR team put that together. You don't mean that shit. And since then, he's apologized twice. Trump came out and supported him. Like, what you
Yeah,
apologize for?
what you're apologizing
You
for,
know
you shouldn't
what?
have
I mean,
apologized.
look, we don't get into politics. We're not even gonna talk about that motherfucker. You feel me?
Yeah,
We talking about Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? A man that stood for hope down here. In New Orleans. A man that was down here after Katrina. Down here in this shit. Helping rebuild and shit like that. Like people looked at you like that, and you. How could you blame people for looking at you? After you say that shit twice, and you thought you weren't gonna catch no backlash? Like you still don't understand this was never about no fucking flag or no military? Like I've seen people constantly saying, "Look, my granddaddy, black men, my granddaddy fought in them wars too. What they got when they came back
exactly.
here, they didn't get what your granddaddy got back when he came back.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? They came back to a
Mm-hmm.
fucking country that hated them after fighting for that same country. Your granddaddy got parades and shit. Both of your granddaddies. You know, like breathe, read the fucking room, bro. Like
Shit,
seriously, man. Like it's
you had time to understand, bro.
like
I'm pretty sure.
we've gave you time to understand this shit, and you still don't get it. Like again, like this.
And
Look,
even if you just don't want to listen, bro, I mean, it's there. It's literally in your fucking face.
it's in your face, man. Like, come on, bro. Like at this point, we're not gonna take no fucking. Oh, I didn't understand, nigga. You had plenty of fucking time to understand, man. Look, I'm sorry. Like, look, we ain't got nothing. We ain't got no notes written down or none of that shit. Like, we just
And
said we gonna hop on this bitch. Like, no, Rich. No, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I kind of been avoiding this episode because I couldn't, in good faith, just get on here and talk about football, man.
yeah,
Like for real, bro. Like it's a painful time to be a American, bro. A black man in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could I, in good faith, get on here and just talk about football? You know what I'm saying? And of all fucking quarterbacks,
breeze.
my quarterback have to be the one that make me get on here and air his fucking ass out.
And like,
So if people wondering, no, I don't forgive Breeze. I'm sorry, I don't.
and I mean, let's be honest here. Shit, how can you not understand? Everybody else fucking gets it. Rogers gets it.
Yeah, it's other people getting it. Shit, Kyle Shanahan get it.
Exactly.
I don't. And these two people that I spend days. Look, when it come to football, man. That's why I said. That's why I scratch. That's why I scratched the football from the titles. This football shit. We love football, right?
Yeah.
But that shit ain't gonna never be my life. You feel me? I ain't gonna never. I'm not gonna ever be in good faith to get on here and talk about football with my heart not there. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna put this shit above everything else.
That's fine.
Like right is right. You know what I'm saying? And it baffles me, bro. I know a lot of white people throughout my life that I never looked at them like, in a negative light. Even when they going through shit, I try to understand, you know what I'm saying? No, and I never understand what it's like to be a white person in this country, you feel me? And
Yeah.
for a lot of white people to just blatantly miss the fucking point. Like I'm tired of seeing people say, "Oh, Breeze, you shouldn't apologize for having an opinion." Look, that's fine, but at the end of the day, his opinion on this situation that's going on right now, the protest that they asked him about, he was fucking wrong. Like, come on, man, let's just call a spade a spade.
Wrong.
Like,
Not
you
just
completely
wrong.
wrong.
You missed the fucking point.
You completely missing the point by a mile. And after the second time you being asked about that, it seemed like at this point it sounded like you blatantly missing the point. So if anybody has
So is he at this point? It basically feels like you either not trying to support it, what's going on, by commenting on some shit that has nothing to do with it, or you
right,
just missing the point on purpose. I mean,
thank you. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody wondering, me as a Saints fan, no, I don't forgive Breeze. I'm sorry. I mean, look, that Super Bowl was fine. What you did for the city after Katrina was all that was good, man. And look, I'm not saying I think Breeze are racist or nothing like that. But that's painful, dog. Like I just said, man, I've been kind of avoiding this whole episode because like I'm sitting here trying to figure out how in good faith I couldn't bring myself to just get on this mic and talk about football, bro. Like for real. And then in the meantime, while I'm trying to figure out a way to get back into this shit, because I mean we 2 weeks behind. Then Breeze of all fucking people gotta come out with like, come on, man. Like this bigger than football at this point. I'm a fan of the Saints, you know. Any player could, that's interchangeable, and it's gonna be that way. My life, my whole life. Y'all niggas ain't gonna be there forever. So, do I 100%? No, I keep saying I don't forgive Breeze. I don't, and honestly, I can't bring myself to it yet because I don't know, bro. It should just it don't make sense, man. It's like
that's the problem. I feel like that's really the problem with what's going on. They're not trying to understand, or if they're not trying to understand, like y'all missing the point.
right,
Like that's what we're trying to get at this point.
yeah, and like I said, maybe it's some fucking guilt from me because, like I said, I spent a lot of years. I never once knocked Colin Kaepernick for what he done. You know what I'm saying? You know me. Me and you used to argue about this shit a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I always agree with what Cap was doing. I just felt like the shit, the main point of it got lost somewhere. And
yeah,
older me now, thinking better, the clear mind, I'm looking at it. It got lost because y'all motherfuckers intentionally lost it. Y'all wasn't trying to get it. Y'all spun this narrative so bad to where all that shit got lost. This was always about police brutality, protecting black men and black women from the cops, from these fucking cops, goons with fucking badges.
Yeah.
That's basically what the fuck they running around like. That I mean,
Biggest
like
gang.
about these motherfuckers, one of the most protected gangs in the country.
Exactly.
These motherfuckers being held accountable. That's what this always was about.
That's hard. That's not too much to ask for. That's
all
not.
We want. It's not. You bleed like I bleed.
And literally, we've been talking about this the last few days. I mean, like, is it that, like, what the situation is going on right now? Is it that hard to literally arrest 4 officers?
Yeah, they deserve to be arrested.
Than to have more bloodshed and have all these riots.
Thank you, man. Like, for real, man. How could me and you get on this microphone in good faith and not speak on this shit? Like, look, if people just decide they want to come and listen to us for strictly sports on this one, then that's too bad, bro. Like, for real. Like, there was no way I can get on here and just talk about the fucking football, who got signed and shit. Like, I couldn't do it, bro.
When all this is going on.
Yeah, I mean, it hurts. Like, I'm like legit hurt. I mean, like I said, man, I got 3 younger brothers, man.
And a little sister.
2 little sisters. Yeah, it always, I be having to, sometimes people like, yeah, don't. But anyway, still, bro, like, that could have been any of y'all. And what the fuck, like how you think that'll make me feel if I had to fucking watch something like that? It hurts me, man. I've seen this video of George Floyd again, man. Rest in peace, man. It saddens me the more and more I see it because I could just imagine what his family going through. And friends of his, they have to keep seeing this day in and day out, all for justice. All it takes is one time to watch that, man. Like, dude, I can't even watch that video. I can't even stand to hear that. To hear a man beg for his life? Like, seriously.
Call for his mom. A grown man to sit there and call for his mom.
His mom and beg for his life, man. Like, seriously, how could you watch that? And I look at look at it the way we looking at it, man. Like, seriously, some gotta give, man. Enough is a fucking enough. Like, we over that shit, man. Like, we past all the fucking, let's all get together. And no, we should need to fight fucking police brutality and racism in this country. I'm sorry, dog. You know me, man. I'm not the one to be out here want to call be a victim and shit. That's not me. I'm not a bitch.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, let's call a spade a spade. So shit, when something wrong is wrong, and that shit need to be addressed. It shouldn't take a fucking 9-minute video of a man begging for his life that can't breathe for us to finally get some type of fucking justice. Riots in every country, every state in the country, and protests in every state in the country for us to get some fucking justice. What about all the other times this shouldn't happen? You know what I'm saying?
It took it for the world to get fed up. It shouldn't have to be every country having protests and stuff. Because other countries get it. Apparently, other countries get it. Having protests in Canada, across Spain. I mean, come on now, it shouldn't have to be that.
It shouldn't come
for
to
you
this,
to
dog.
be here, and for you to be back to the Drew Brees, for you to be here, other countries get in. For you to actually be here and see
And I
this,
understand.
to not understand.
Right, man. So like, look, like I said, dog, we not talking no football. I mean, the most football we're gonna give you is the people we are talking about today. I'm not even getting into the Jake Fromm shit. Fuck Drake Fromm. He a fucking career backup. I mean, who cares? Fuck that nigga, man. Roger Goodell released a statement, saying how they should have they apologized and shit for not listening to players sooner. And again, this just it goes back to the Breeze shit. Well, why did it take this? Like you thought a man risked his career 4 years ago for nothing? You thought all that was bullshit, right? You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I feel exactly where you're coming from, bro.
Like I protested the NFL. I stopped watching that shit for a while. I felt the way. You know what I'm saying? Now again, like I said, maybe it's just my guilt, because after a while I went back. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, me and you, we love people. We love people. We do love people, but we love football. Yeah. This one thing that me and you always can come back to and have a good conversation about. Just bring us some type of joy, And
you do a sports brain, yeah.
Yeah, it makes me feel like shit now. That after the shit with Cap happened, and I end up going back to this shit after trying to really protest it, because of the way I looked at it, I was like, okay, like shit getting lost, like from both sides. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and watch this football. You feel me?
Yeah.
It kind of makes me. It's kind of a slap in the face now that you can come out and make a statement and say we sorry for not listening to our players sooner. Don't you know the dude didn't mention Cap name not once in that apology? I feel like you should apologize to this man. Because this is the same shit this man been saying for 4 years now. I mean, let's hold these motherfuckers accountable too. You're not about to come pull no PR stunt with us. Like the people, we're not stupid no more. We looking past all that PR bullshit.
And it's too much internet, it's too much information out there.
Yeah, like y'all don't sit here and act like y'all ain't fucking understand. At first, you refused, you rejected it. That's what you did. And now you want us to come crawling back and kiss y'all fucking ass. That's what you want. And we're not doing it no more, man. Bro, it's.
I need y'all to admit, bro. I need y'all to own up to what's been going on, bro.
Right, man.
Roger Goodell, I need him to admit that that's what's really been going on with Cap. I need you to come out publicly and apologize.
Yeah, Cap deserve a fucking apology. And put it like this: I apologize to Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, I agree with every step of the way. Everything he said he was speaking for, I agree with it. I just felt like after a while, how he was handling it, I stopped.
Matter of fact, don't do it publicly, because that's gonna make it seem like you're doing it publicly just because you have to or something.
No, you publicly ashamed this man, and you publicly rejected him. You publicly apologized.
Nah, bro, because that's gonna make it seem like PR.
Hey, look, if Roger Goodell apologized and donate some shit to Cap's shit, I don't care if he out of fucking PR or anything. People getting help.
That's what I want him to do. Donate. I want you to stand behind that.
Yeah, that's why I said, and that's the same thing I feel about Breeze. Look, we done with your apologies, my nigga. You show that now. The same way you came down here in 2006 and showed these people in New Orleans that you want to help them and rebuild this community. You show them that now. Cause think about it. The whole country heard about what Breeze said. Just imagine how the people in New Orleans feel. Like people looked at you as hope down here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Not just New Orleans, Louisiana love
Drew Brees. And for you to still sit here and act like you just this fucking brain dead, don't understand. Like, come on, bro. How you think we feel about that? I've defended Breeze for fucking how long Breeze been here since what? 2006? 14 years now?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. I can't defend him for this shit. Like, I'm sorry. And Roger Goodell, we already know he been a piece of shit, so we ain't got nothing to talk about there. But still, man, when you look at somebody like a Drew Brees, who came down here to New Orleans after what Katrina did to New Orleans. And was down here for these people, you know what I'm saying, and helped rebuild the city and shit. And people feel like you understand. And you think you showing them that you don't understand? Like, how you expect us to feel? Like, seriously, bro. No, I don't. I honestly, I cannot in good faith sit here and say
talk about football like it's high, like it's not something bigger going on right now.
Right, or forgive Breeze. Like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. You got players on your team that's been man, Demario Davis and Cam Jordan and
Mike Thomas
speaking on this shit for fucking
Michael Thomas even came out and said
a week, and you still don't get it. Like, these ain't people that you can't get in touch with. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, come on, bro. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't accept it. That's just me, bro. And I guess, like I said, maybe it's guilt, but look, better late than never, bro. Like, I try. I guess I've been too naive to not trying to look at everything as a race issue, because, like I said, I try not to. I live my life not wanting to look at things and being a victim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I look at my life and say, look, ain't nothing holding me back from nothing but me. But it comes a time where you gotta sit here and think, like, I mean, fool me once.
Shame on you.
Yeah, and that's really how I look at this, bro. And I'm not getting fooled again, bro. Like, for real. I mean, like I said, I keep saying it, bro. I mean, and I guess that's the theme of today's episode is I really, in good faith, could not come on this fucking microphone and just talk about football, bro. I mean, I just couldn't, I mean, maybe it's because maybe it's because, I might feel bad because I know I doubted Cap's intentions after a while, And it's kind of sad that after today, I mean, all that shit still stands. All that shit, what he said, it still resonates today. And
it's sad that, all these years fighting for equality and stuff, still systematic racism going on. Police brutality is still here. It's been going on for hundreds of years.
And these motherfuckers not being held accountable, bro. Like, think about it. Like you just said a little while ago, all this could have been avoided if you would have arrested 3 more officers and not give this motherfucker a bullshit 3rd-degree charge.
Even though it has been upgraded
as
to
of now.
Degree now.
As of now, they've been arrested and it's been upgraded. But think about it.
Who knows if it wouldn't have gotten passed on to the Attorney General? My fault.
Yeah, but look what
Who
happened.
knows if that would have happened?
Yeah, but
riots had to happen for y'all to do that.
And that's sad that y'all are willing to fucking go to war with your
manslaughter charge when it's on camera, literally in front of you.
Yeah, and he was gonna walk on that shit. Dude did a year or 2 and got out on fucking parole.
What's more definite than video evidence? What's more definite?
Thank you. Like, he ain't about to sit me. You can sit here and watch that. You ain't even got to see it. Just hear that. And you gonna give him a fucking slap on the wrist, man? Fuck that. You can kiss my ass with that. Straight up. Like, man, like I said, man, look, we ain't got no notes.
We're just going.
I ain't really got nothing to no fucking thing to really go off of. But I'm just going off with it. Like I said, bro, I've been avoiding this episode because I really ain't know how to approach it, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, look, fuck it. I mean, just get on the mic and say how I really feel, man. Y'all was willing to go to war. Y'all willing to fucking send actual
all
fucking
this money.
Soldiers. Y'all willing to send actual soldiers against the fucking citizens.
National Guard and soldiers.
Yeah, against actual citizens instead of fucking serving justice, man. Like, seriously. Like,
that's all they want. That's all people asking for.
That's all we've been asking for. Why do it take us having to do this to get justice? And like I said, man, think about all the other people this happened to that we didn't act like this way. Didn't act this way about it. That didn't get justice served.
That's all it was. This is the boiling point. People tired of seeing it.
And I know it's
Because if
crazy,
y'all
bro.
not willing to serve justice now after years of peaceful protesting, that mean y'all not worried about nipping it at the bud. You heard me?
Thank you. So at first, remember when all this shit first started, I was like, hopefully it don't get too violent or nothing, hopefully don't no riots start and shit. But then again, I thought about it, I said, man, we've been peaceful for too long. I don't feel sorry for these motherfuckers. Like we tired of people tired of being peaceful, bro. That ain't got us no fucking well. And like, again, who's to say that no, this shit might not happen again? And y'all try to feed us bullshit again. Then again, we got to do this again.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I say I kind of feel like we should keep our foots on their fucking neck until we know for sure, man. Some got to change. Like some got to change for real.
Basically,
like
we were just talking about that the other day. I mean, yeah. After they get justice for them, do we stop? I mean, I feel like they should keep going until they have some laws in place.
Thank you.
Because you remember Louisiana, we the first one. You remember I told you we got the Blue Lives Matter law down here.
Right.
So even if it's a peaceful protest and if an officer grabs you and you kind of yank back from an officer, they up you. They up your charge, resisting arrest and all that.
And that's bullshit.
That's bullshit. I mean, so they need to have that type of same kind of energy towards the officers too.
Yeah, man. That's been the whole problem. These officers need to be held accountable, bro. Like it shouldn't take us having a fucking riot to get fucking some justice from these motherfuckers who just can run around and do what the fuck they want and don't gotta face no consequences, man. Man, look, me and you, man, look, like I said, I hate to put so much out of fucking business. Look, we grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, bro. After that Alton Sterling shit happened, bro, like I was heartbroken, man. And I'm like, look, man, after seeing that dude, I don't think dude ain't get charged for that shit.
No, he didn't. He didn't. And
that's when it kind of started to bubble with me, you know what I'm saying?
Because it got close to home, man. Close.
Right
down the street from where we used to stay, matter of fact.
Like I know we know this dude, you know what I'm saying? Like I've spoken with this guy, you know what I'm saying? Like I lived right there. And I hate that it took that it hitting that close to home. And then all this time later for me to have to really
sit back.
Because again, this been something I've been avoiding for me to watch that video. No, I told myself when it first came out, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna run. I'm gonna watch this time and listen to it. And honestly, bro, that just made me feel like shit for all the times where I tried to just keep my head down and say, you know what? This life. I just gotta hope I make it another day. Hope this don't happen to me. And it shouldn't be that.
Should.
I shouldn't have to fucking fear for my life just dealing with a cop doing their job.
Or doing their job not the right way,
Thank you,
or just because you in one of those moods today, you take my life. And then,
right.
Then I don't make it home. My family got, and it's so random, and the people you killing, we are already impoverished, you heard me? The society, Baton Rouge in general.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
like I said, bro, that Alton shit, look, I'm not trying to belittle nobody else's situation. Look, from the Trayvon Martin case, all that shit fuck with me. But it's like once it hit close to home, somebody that
that's when it really clicks, registers.
It really clicked with me, and I feel bad, dog. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have took that for me to really start paying attention. But that one time when that happened, like that's the only other video I watched of this type of shit going on. That really pissed me off. Cause I've actually met this man, you know what I'm saying? Bought fucking movies from this man.
Exactly.
Yeah, we know that shit ain't legal, but fuck it. That's not worth your life. And that shit really hurt me, dog. You know what I'm saying? And it took from that to happen, and then again from that pissing me off, and then like I said, I apologize to anybody I might have that I might have seemed insensitive to this whole situation, and you know what I'm saying, that they might not even be listening to this, but if they do, that I've had these types of conversations with, I apologize. And I was just being naive, just hoping that, that's just out of our hands. It's just out of our hands, like we just got to deal with it, because that's just how I grew up, My life just been like, hey, you don't like something, deal with it.
Basically.
And
that's just the entire mentality here.
Right, and it took that video of a cop with his knee on a man's neck for fucking 9 minutes to really make me feel like, man, look, don't nobody deserve. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck if you got a badge on or not. You know. So, like I said, it's a heavy episode for me, man. Like I said, I've been having. I really ain't know how to approach it, bro.
And again, no notes. We have no kind of guidance going into the episode.
Yeah, we ain't really coming to this bitch with no fucking pre-production, no.
It was one of just hop on the mic and let's go.
Right. And I feel like that's how it should be, bro. Like, again, to any white people that might listen to this, bro, now's the time to shut up and listen. You feel me? Because no matter what you feel about the fucking flag, the police, the justice system, I don't give a fuck what you feel about that. Because at the end of the day, you'll never know what it feels like to be a black man living his day-to-day life. And a simple traffic stop could be the end of his life, man. He might not even go back to his family, you know what I'm saying? And that's a scary fucking feeling. And I'm sitting here, all these years I've acted like I didn't have this feeling. I have. But then again, like I said, I just deal with it. But it comes to a point where when you watch something like that, it's past just deal with it.
And just know, like, you heard me, black men, just driving, even if you might not have, anything on your record, nothing in the car. It's just that fact. You black when somebody gets behind, you just black.
Right. And it shouldn't even be that, bro. So, honestly, bro, that's pretty much what I have for this. You know what I'm saying? We could try to have a little, conversation about, anything else. Like I said, Roger Goodell. Now, everything you said was nice and all, but you need to say his name. You know it. I know you know it. Y'all ain't had no problems, speaking that name, keeping him out of the fucking league. Apologize. We need to apologize directly to him. And shit. While we at it, like I said, I know I've done it before, but I apologize to Cap. I do.
And I'm gonna need a lot of these, big names and all that. Yeah, they say it, but they don't actually say the words. I mean, I need y'all to say Black Lives Matter. A lot of these governors and stuff, yeah, they speak on the issue, but I'm gonna need y'all to say that.
It does. That's a good point you brought up, because honestly, I past people saying it. It's easy for you to say shit. We talked about.
I'm gonna need y'all to,
talk about brief for their 20 minutes. Show it. We need some support. Because again, like I said, look, I don't look at myself as a victim. So when shit happens, you know what I'm saying, or when I live my day-to-day life, I don't look at that white privilege shit and all that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't look
because I'm not a bitch. If I want something done for me, I'm gonna go do it. You feel me? But in all honesty, white people do gotta, I hate this saying. Yeah. Check your privilege, bro. It took, what's crazy, bro? Me and you never talk about the Paul brothers. Fucking Logan Paul was talking about how he never feared for his life when he getting stopped at a fucking, by a cop or anything, you know what I'm saying? And how he, like I said, it could just be a fucking PR stunt. But honestly, at this point, bro, all this shit, seeing it from somebody like that helps, you feel me? Like, white people, they can't tell me that they feel that they scared when a cop pulled them over. They can't tell me that they scared no kind of way to come in any kind of contact with a cop. I want a white person that I know personally. I have a conversation with them and ask them, you just you might run a yellow light, a cop pull you over. And I want them to tell me if they actually scared for their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't feel like too many of them can do that. And I feel like it's a problem. How long this country been integrated? It's been too long for us to still be like this. You feel me? And while we at it, you know what I'm saying? This ain't the time for what I'm trying to say. I guess you know what? No, another thing, man. I said I wasn't gonna say it, but fuck it. Another person that I listen to a lot. Fuck it. I just say his name. And like I said, who might hear this? You know, I hope this do get out there. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I listened to a guy called the Chisel of Diners. I done told you about him, and he called out the gang members and shit. He like, look, man, y'all got no problem riding on the ops. You know, there's other black men in your neighborhood and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I told you when I first seen that video, me and you talked, I said, look, what's it gonna take? Look, I hate to say it, but fuck it, we're gonna put it out there. It's gonna take some of these cops getting the business on camera. For real.
Basically.
You know, we grew up, we know how to deal with a bullet. What you do with it when a bullet, you hit them in their fucking mouth.
Yep.
You know, that's what it's gonna fucking take. Who are these gang members that roll on us for nothing? You know? And like I said, I hate to judge another black man, but at this point, for it to get this bad, you feel me? You got to start calling out bullshit.
Bullshit, and I mean, shit. Try anything, folks.
Yeah, no, all y'all got. It comes to a point where look, we all got to be held accountable for something. Not saying what the cops doing. That's a whole different story. But I'm talking about when it come to this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like, live up to the name of the Bloods and the Crips. That's what this shit started from. You know, us in our neighborhoods defending ourselves from these motherfuckers. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, live up to that shit, man. I'm not fucking scared to say that. You know, because it's a crazy time right now. It is. It's crazy that a person, I ain't gonna say a person, that a number of people had to lose their lives for us to just, you know, reach a boiling point to try to get some kind of justice. You feel me? It's sad, bro. And like I said, I guess I feel so bad because I overlooked this shit for so long, and I can't no more, man. For real.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I'm kind of sorry. I kind of, you know, stole the mic for most of the
It's
show.
good, bro. It's good.
Yeah, I really had to get that off my chest, bro, because I honestly think it's a mixture of guilt and it got to be said, bro. Like, for real. It's true. I can't tell you. I'm sorry. I'm calling Rich. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that video and heard this video of Mr. Floyd. Basically, like I said, begging for his life, bro. And that shit, I thought about that. I said that could have been you or any other one of our siblings. You feel me?
Yeah.
And how can me as an older brother look at that? And I feel a way. That could have been any of y'all. And that might be a selfish way to look at it, but I mean, the first thing I'm gonna think about is mine. But then again, that could have been anybody. And y'all wasn't gonna hold this motherfucker accountable or the other cops accountable. That's sad, bro. Like, for real. And
matter of fact, it took protesting for him to even get charged the first time.
You know,
they hadn't charged. All they did was fire the cops at first.
Yeah, you know, it's fucking ridiculous, dog. Like, for real. Like, I mean, let's just call it how it is. That's ridiculous, man.
I like how that's. And I don't like how. Well, no, let me not say I like. I don't like how that's they first go to or just fire them. Like,
yeah, just fire him, slap him on the wrist. Like, come on, man. No, that's my point though. That these motherfuckers need to start being held accountable. That's the whole point of this. What y'all was gonna do, what y'all showed, what y'all was gonna do. Y'all was gonna arrest them, give them 3rd degree, not fuck with none of the other cops, just fire them. They can go somewhere else and work.
Basically.
And just live their fucking life. We just don't see them again. That's what y'all was gonna do. But oh no, that's not about the Rock Hill. Fuck no. You know, and it's sad, bro. Like, these motherfuckers deserve.
Shit, it's already gotten to the point where, you know, my fault for cutting you off again. But
no, you good.
Like you said, when they said it was going to have started hitting some of them cops, I mean, it's getting to that point. I think people really start noticing.
Yeah, and it's sad because you know, We got family members that's cops, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you hate to wish bad on them, but I mean, come on, bro. My people didn't deal with this shit for fucking ever, man. Like, I'm sorry, bro. If that's what it's gonna fucking take, then so fucking be it. For us to get some justice, I mean, I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about that. You can see me, you know. You see my face, fuck. You know who I am. For the people who know I'm talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? And again, like I said, this ain't the time for that type of shit. I'm just saying, bro, it takes I really feel like this what it had to come to. And the most fucked up part about it is we know shit don't change overnight.
Yeah.
Who's to say this shit ain't gonna happen again? And then what? Or how many more times it's gonna happen? And then what? Like, what is it really gonna take for us to get like true justice? And when you really think about that, then that really start making you that's really what pisses me off. That had to come to this for that. And who's to say y'all gonna fucking treat the next time like this? Without us fucking causing
Or
an
if we,
uproar, you feel?
or it takes this long for y'all to send an issue. So what
Yeah,
if this happens next time and the first couple riots y'all just send National Guards out next time? Then what? Just more bloodshed.
Thank you, man. Like you going to war with the fucking citizens of this country who
People
just
pay
want
for that,
justice
who pay taxes for that.
for
Anyway.
that shit. You know what I'm saying? Who just want justice, but y'all won't hear it out.
As a
Like, come
matter
on,
of
bro.
fact,
What sense that make?
police, shit, y'all servants to us anyway. Shit, people who
Thank you,
pay
bro.
taxes
But
that goes
but
to us.
you wouldn't even think about that because what these motherfuckers act like. I'm telling you, but they just act like a gang with fucking badges, who got all the power, who don't get held accountable for shit. That need to fucking change. Like now. Like, how many more fucking lives got to be lost for this? I'm like, seriously. They had the story with the young lady, bro. These cops busting the house. And I'm sorry that I don't remember the names. They busted the fucking house, shot this girl up. They was at the wrong house. And the person they were looking for was already apprehended. What kind of shit is that? You just gonna tell me that and just be like, oh no, man, but look, the cops just made a mistake. No,
They made
fuck
a
no.
mistake now.
Nah, fuck
Right.
that. Nah, these motherfuckers need to be locked up. Held them motherfuckers accountable. Let one of us would have just busted
Us would have
somebody's
just
shit
and shot them.
and be like, oh damn, it was a mistake. Nigga, we'll be gone. You wouldn't hear from us again. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like I said, I'm sorry, son. I'm getting so fucking mad talking about this shit, but like for real, but it's really to that point, man. Like I said, for the 6th or 7th time, I really couldn't get to this microphone and just talk about football, bro. I mean, I might have to fucking title the episode this. We just couldn't talk about football, so it couldn't happen. But on to some other shit, man. I guess. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. Today they said that they had enough to trial the people in the Ahmaud Arbery case for murder. So that's good to hear. I honestly thought, and honestly, man, it's sad that we got to look at it like that. I feel like if this wasn't going on, they dudes probably would walk with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to spin that story so much. That's another thing that we and you didn't get to. How they try to spin shit. As soon as this man lost his life, they're talking about, oh, he might have broken the house. Nothing was stolen, but he was. That's enough to cost this man his life.
They shouldn't have tried to take act anyway.
Thank you. But again, that's what I'm just saying. How they try to spin it. How they try to spin a narrative.
So even if that was the case,
Right, man. It's like, get the
they
fuck.
shouldn't have took act. It should have been police called. And that goes on with the people.
Well,
mind their
supposedly
fucking business with shit like that.
supposedly that whole department under investigation. Now, I don't want to fucking say that as a fact because I don't 100% know, but I do know that I think that whole department in that area been under investigation for some corruption. Which, I mean, let's be real, bro. I don't know how much work it'll take, but all these motherfuckers need to weed out all these motherfuckers in every police station, every police department. For real, because people be like, "Oh, not all cops are bad cops." At this point, how I feel, all the motherfuckers bad. You ain't gonna, you wouldn't have fucking protect the motherfuckers that doing wrong.
Yeah,
all y'all bad until you show me otherwise. But I grew up like that. We grew up like that. We don't give a fuck what color you is. A cop is a cop.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be that way, bro. You know. And for anybody who decides to listen to this podcast, today, no past, no before today or afterwards, if you came here to just thought we was gonna put our fucking foot in our mouth and just not speak on this shit, then I'm sorry. It's too bad. Go listen to somebody else that's gonna feed you some bullshit. We're not doing it.
Raw and cut, man.
Yeah, I mean, how could two black men get on here and talk about fucking football today? Well, what's going on? Sorry, bro. And I hate that we got to it so late. I just been really trying to figure out how to approach it because honestly, it would have probably been a lot worse. I'm honestly holding back. Yeah, I'm honestly holding back a lot. You feel me? So, I mean, hey, that's just what it is. I'm not moving off that. So, I know I said we weren't gonna talk about it, but fuck. I mean, we might as well get into it. And I think I done got enough. I think I done got settled in. Then 40-something minutes in, to I can loosen up a bit. Man, like I said, you got anything else you wanna say about all this shit, bro?
Nah, bro, we covered mostly everything that we want to. Well, not everything, because a lot more that needs to be said about it. But I mean,
I don't know if we
we try not to go too deep into it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I said,
we try not to talk controversy and politics a lot.
Yeah, and that's been
what we did say that. We did say that in the first episode, I believe.
Yeah, that's one thing. Right, we went into this. We said politics, and we're gonna try to leave our emotions out of a lot of shit. But honestly, bro, this was one we couldn't do it. And I mean, I'm not apologizing for it. I mean, if I did say I'm sorry for it, I take it back. You know what I'm saying?
I don't apologize. I'm just gonna be honest.
I'm not sorry for it.
And I feel like if you said it in the moment, you meant it. So I mean, if you say something, you gotta mean it. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh yeah, I said that out of emotion. Nah.
Yeah,
If I said it, I meant that.
Right.
So I refuse to apologize. I'm gonna stand with it. And I mean, that's how we grew up. You already know Ted. That's how we grew up. If we say some shit, we gotta mean that shit.
Yeah, that's true, man. Fuck it, that's why I say, look, I wouldn't do this show with nobody else. So, and it's a reason why. So, a couple things we said we wasn't gonna talk about it, but we already know Trump came out and supported Breeze on his statement, talking about he shouldn't apologize and all that, yada yada, whatever. Just about an hour, probably an hour and a half before me and you started recording it, Breeze put out a statement to Trump, and people didn't seen it, but I guess I'll try to go ahead and read it out. And excuse me for my reading. I had a couple.
I mean, I can read it for you if you want to.
Oh, it's up to you. Go ahead.
Through my ongoing conversation with friends, teammates, and leaders in the Black community, I realize this is not an issue about the American flag. It has never been. We can no longer use the flag to turn people away or distract them from the real issues that face our Black communities. We did this back in 2017, and regretfully, I brought it back with my comments this week. We must stop talking about the flag and shift our attention to the real issues of systematic racial injustice, economic oppression, police brutality, and judicial and prison reform. We are at a critical juncture in our nation's history. If not now, then when? We as a white community need to listen and learn from the pain and suffering of our Black communities. We must acknowledge the problems, identify the solutions, and then put this into action. The Black community cannot do it alone. This will require all of us.
That's from Drew Brees. Powerful words. I mean, everything he said was true, but
are you gonna act on it?
I think at this point, I don't see how you could expect people to just instantly, accept that. We're not getting into Trump. I mean, that's something we don't give a fuck about. I mean, but like I said, I mean, since the title football is in this title, so let's give people some football. Let's talk about this situation with as much football as possible. What Breeze said was true. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that I'm just willing to just accept Breeze back.
Nah,
and just
not that easy. It's not that easy. You say something and then
he even said it.
Apologize.
He even said it in this statement. He said it back in 2017. And he brought it back. And that's the point. You if you could think about that now, what was all that then? You feel me? You got somebody outside?
Mhm.
No, I was saying I heard a little something. You good? We ain't cutting this shit out either. Fuck it. But
Yeah, I mean, keep it.
no, we keeping all this shit, man. Like I said, man, this ain't gonna be no fucking professional ass episode, whatever. But yeah, man, he knew that back in 2017 when he first said this shit. But what he said was true. You know, it's time for people that's the white communities to listen. It's not just about in a sense, me being a black man, I would be. I do feel like, yeah, it is about Black Lives Matter, right?
Yeah,
But the bigger picture is, first step is these cops need to be held accountable. Ain't no sense in me repeating that, but that's the first
that's the
thing.
main focus. I
That's
need
what that's what
accountability.
that's what got us to this point.
You know,
We tired of seeing black people lose their lives and these motherfuckers just able to walk.
because if it
You
was the
know,
other way around, black cop killing a white man,
right?
you know,
He'll be gone.
gone.
So that's what a race issue of a comeback. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't
I
just
mean,
been
I don't want to make it, that.
yeah, I say I try to avoid that shit. But then again, it ain't just been cops taking black people that that can walk. But we ain't gonna get into that. Um, what I will say, and I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to single out the black community, but we gotta start standing together. You feel me?
Right.
We can't take each other's lives and expect other people to take us serious. You feel me? If we don't respect the lives of one
But
another,
I mean, that also comes with the systematic shit too.
that's true.
Cause
But I'm just saying that's why I say we gotta learn how to come together.
so yeah, y'all don't think we just saying, oh, black on black,
Nah,
is the
nah, I'm
reason for
never
all
nah.
of this
That
shit.
I'm not
Nah,
trying to
that's
do that.
never
That's not
nah.
what I'm saying. I'm just saying
Oh, I know. I'm saying
back in
I'm
the
letting
days of civil rights movements, black people came together. Because
I
it
mean,
was
right
bigger
now
than
it's
our differences, and I feel like it have to be that again.
basically.
You know, so mm,
So do away with the hate shit. You know,
yeah, you know. This episode is supposed to be be about wide receivers and Michael Thomas foolishness on Twitter, but I mean, he spoke out about no and the right this time. I ain't got another bad thing to say about what Thomas said throughout this whole situation, and I like how all the other athletes, they not letting up on Goodell and everybody else. Everybody else,
everybody coming together, NFL wise. Well, except the select few.
yeah. And I'm shout out to Aaron Rodgers, bro. I give Aaron Rodgers a lot of shit
Yeah, we give it.
over
Oh,
the years
we do,
about his,
and
his
we actually like
leadership.
Aaron Rodgers, and
And we do. I mean, we like him as a player, but I mean, just his leadership and just how he is. Oh, I never would have thought Aaron Rodgers would have saw the picture the way. And then again, like I said, I don't feel like that was from his PR team. I feel like what he said was honestly basically was straight to the point. It wasn't no long drawn out shit like Bree's been giving us. Like it was like you said, it's not about the flag now, and it never was. So I just want to shout out people like that because I feel like honestly the NFL would have
I mean,
never
I want to shout it out, but I mean, it also kind of draws
well just
back to
bring
be
it to
like,
some
where were
attention
y'all?
because I feel like
Where
back
were
then
y'all the first time?
and
But I mean,
yeah,
still,
that was a
or maybe
conversation.
it took some time for them to understand it, like we saying with Breeze.
Yeah, that was the conversation back then. People were saying like if a lot of the white players in the NFL will speak up, then maybe they'll listen. Which is sad. It shouldn't even be that. I mean, it's a lot of. I mean, the NFL without all the black players in the NFL, what the fuck would that be?
That's true.
I mean, like I said, I'm gonna try to lead this shit to this episode. That's why I'm trying to get everything out
Yeah, basically.
because
Because like he just said again, episode 4 was supposed to be, Michael Thomas. And
not even just that. We try to avoid this type of shit, but it just it's a time and a place for everything. And honestly, I didn't know how to approach this episode, man. I couldn't. I was like, you
No, I'm
know
saying
what?
like before all this stuff broke out,
Yeah, I
before
mean,
all
I
that, we
couldn't
were
just
supposed to,
come to this episode and just be like, oh well, Michael Thomas and all this. I couldn't do it. About wide receivers and I couldn't do it, bro. Maybe next week episode, but I couldn't do it this week. So
couldn't put this
uh,
off any longer, you know.
right, you know, I didn't want to wait too long. I feel bad that I wait this long. You know what I'm saying? But I had to gather my thoughts because it could have been probably a lot worse, a lot longer, and well, I say longer. It probably been shorter than this, and it wouldn't have been well thought out.
It would have been
Just
angry
been
talk.
straight anger, you know, and that's the least I want to do. You know, we got a platform, might not be the biggest, but it's here, you know. So, um, if there's anything else you like, I got again another thing. I'm sorry for taking over like this today, man. It's supposed to be our whole show, but
It's cool, bro. You know,
man,
shit, we got the same views. I mean, like you said, we grew up with each other. You know, we kind of think alike.
yeah. But at the same time, this is our show, and I don't want to, you know, make it seem like I'm just trying to, you know, steal the mic from me and shit like that. But if there's anything else you want to add, man, go ahead and put that out there.
Nah, bro. I mean, I comment how you do. I mean, you know how I feel about Drew Brees. You know, even though I'm not a Saints fan myself, you know, Drew Brees respected. You know, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Right.
I mean, I don't agree with the shit either. So, I mean,
Right. Yeah, that's what I
I
say.
don't really want to double back on points that we already made. Also, too.
Yeah, man. I really thought we was gonna have to fucking be like, hey man, look, it's time for Jameis to go ahead and suit up and lead us to the promised land. Start taking the first 10
Damn, it's
reps.
still that way. Shit.
And then again, shit. I mean, who knows? I might still be like that come week 1, son. But as of right now, I don't take that. I can't accept that from him. And again, this whole episode wasn't about breeding. This whole episode was about what's right. And right now we need a change in this country.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, I want to say rest in peace to George Floyd, and rest in peace to all the other black people that was killed by police brutality, and didn't get justice.
Not even just about police brutality, just unlawfully. You know, it's unlawful to get killed anyway. You know,
right? You know, or well, I don't want to say that because it is situations, but I get what you're saying. I just want to cover our tracks, but I get what you're saying. You know, yeah, rest in peace to all those people. You know, and prayers up to their families and friends,
community.
And the community, you know. And again, I apologize to Cap, but I understand it now, you know. Let us not, before I go, another thing, and this might sound tacked on. Let's not forget that just throughout all this shit, Cam Newton still ain't got a fucking job. I mean, we want to talk about some football. Why Cam ain't been signed yet? I mean,
that's true.
Look, if you want to make an argument that you don't want to sign Cap, cool. You ain't about to tell me Cam Newton don't deserve a job. I'm sorry, that's just not about to fly. But maybe we'll get into that next episode. So,
I mean, yeah, let's not make this episode too much longer. We got to slide that one to the next episode though, because I got some stuff to say about that.
Yeah, me too. Sure. But like I said, this was an unscripted one. We kind of just went in, spoke from the heart, and let you know how we feel. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And with that, I'm Ted.
This is Rich.
And that's episode 4.